Right, my film is called County Lines. It is a format of a film and it's a running time of 5 minutes. It is the story of Mark, a 17-year-old teen who turns to a life of crime to get his money after after a year of living on the street, after the death of his mum and dad in a car crash when he was young. After stealing Cam's bag in town centre, thinking it has value, he is caught and told by Cam that he's a drug runner working for a guy called Mr. P. He is told that his organisation could use with the skills that he's shown off stealing his bag, and he is told to meet him at a car park later that day. Mr. P, who is known for wearing bad carbo, is waiting for him. Cam brings Mark to visit Mr. P, only to get shot in the face himself for not bringing back enough money for the project. Then Mr. P tells Mark there is space in the organisation as a runner to go to Swindon to sell his product. And after seeing what's happened to his friend Cam, he joins in fear to start his dark life as a drug runner. The first key scene in my film is the chase scene throughout town. We'll see Mark snatch the bag held by Cam in the middle of the town centre, and after a small chase scene, Cam will catch up to him and pull out a gun to him, saying, "Do you know who you're stealing from?" He will show him the drugs and money in the bag that he stole, and seeing the money, Mark asks to join his organisation as he could do it for cash, and this is when Cam accepts it and brings him to Mr. P. The second key scene, you'll see Cam bring Mark to Mr. P in the abandoned car park with drugs and money everywhere. Mr. P will be annoyed that Cam didn't bring back all the money after pretending it was alright, and then he'll shoot him in the face, with blood going over the room and they're over by the car park and Mark. Mark, now in fear, agrees to join to become a drug runner. The last key scene will be the last scene of the film. After Mr. P has explained to Mark what to do, he'll get out a gun and warn him and threaten him that if he betrays or lies to him, he'll get shot like Cam did. Mark, scared, agrees and walks through the door, knowing that he has no choice but to become a drug runner and how it ruined his life. Two main characters in my film are Mr. P. Mr. P is the king of the operation. He makes the product in London and gets runners to distribute his product all over the country. He is smart and cunning and will only keep to stay out of jail. He finds kids on the streets and gives them purpose in his operation, wears a balaclava to hide his face and put fear into kids. Mark is the main character of the film. He's lost his family at an early age due to a car crash, and after years of moving in foster care and schools, he gets kicked out of all of them. He finds himself at 17 living on the streets. He turns to a life of crime to pay for his food, but that's when he gets found by Cam. He's really just a really good kid, but in the wrong situation. The suggested cast of my film for Mark is Alex Esmail. He fits the role of Mark. This is because of his age being similar and his previous experience on Attack the Block, where he plays another young British character. Mr. P, he will never show his face in the film due to the mask. However, good actor for this could be Daniel Craig, as he has a menacing voice to suit Mr. P, being the king of the operation. Also, he has a British background and is featured in Layer Cake, a similar film, will help to fit, and both of these actors will help to fit, make it past the British cultural test. The target audience for my film is males 15 to 25. This is because of the male lead in the film and the subject matter of drugs and violence. It will fit more of the male audience. The age group is also down to the subject matter, as it will be able to relate more to a younger group, and they will also be able to relate to Mark, who is a similar age to them. For the class of my film, I would say it relates to Class E, people in education, either like college or university. And for lifestyle, I would say a bit more with explorers, as it's not a film for mainstreamers following a unique story. For the cultural test, my film will pass the British cultural test with ease, having an all-British cast with Daniel Craig and Alex Esmail being born in England. This gives our film 4 points. Also, by having the film set in the UK with the locations of London and Swindon, we get another 4 points. Lastly, having an all-British crew and being filmed in the UK, we get another 14 points. And you only need 18 points to pass the test, giving County Lines entitled to funding and being able to win BAFTAs. For the budget, I haven't printed it off, but it's up there.
Okay, that's fine.
The budget for my production is only about 1 million. This is due to the film being very low budget, and with the film taking all the film taking place on location with no built sets. The budget suits the style of film, looking to be as realistic as it can be. It also links to films such as Kidulthood and Adulthood, which has similar low budgets, and they have similar films to mine, and they prove that it can be done on this budget. My film is set to release for March 2019. This is due to the plot and style of the film not really going for a summer blockbuster, as it will not be able to compete with them on a low budget, and it's a bit more darker. March is also a month just past the award season, which also does not really fit with County Lines. Yet films such as Kidulthood, a film similar to County Lines, launched in March and was a success. Due to the March release, we plan to film over a week or two in late November. We feel this will give us plenty of time to plan reshoots if needed and get the film looking as best it can be in editing. We plan to start editing in mid-December, creating a rough cut and to see if there's any reshoots needed. By the start of January, we hope to have a fine cut where we can start adding the VFX for the gunshots. After that, we'll colour grade and create the final film, planned to be done by February, giving us a month to work on advertising the film. I can hand you this.
Yeah, sure.
And I got up on the server.
Cool. Yeah, just go through, well, you can use this if you want, just go through some of the key decisions you've made in your script.
Okay.
Okay, that'd be great.
The key decision I made in my script was at the start of the chase scene, we wanted to use the gimbal, so we wanted a long tracking shot throughout the city. That was the idea for that. And then when he meets Mr. P, we wanted him to be intimidating as he possibly could, so we wanted to use low angle shots and show him point of view shots from Mark to show him as the protagonist, but also make him intimidated by Mr. P. For the gunshot, we wanted it to be from the point of view as Mark, to show the fear that it would have on him when his friend decided to get shot by Mr. P. And that was basically some of the creative decisions we did. For the title design, I used a image, like a high bird's eye view image of London with a very dark grade over it, showing the style and the tone of the film. I showed lines from the city centre going out to the countryside, showing the main story of the film with the drug deals happening out in the countryside, and there was like a kind of an urban font to also fit again the style of the film. We now have
Press the green one again, that's it. And then just drag the browser over, there you go. Okay. there will now be another scene, but it's not yet fully edited, so I'm going to skip on to the next one. Okay.
And also that bit with the shadow of the camera that's being...
Was he about to shoot him in the head?
No, he doesn't die in that bit.
Okay.
Just give you a cut. That's not, you can walk away and pop him out.
Late again, Cam. Who the fuck is this?
That is all I've got for the bit. There'll be
Okay.
another scene after that. That's where the gunshot bit. That's not yet fully done.
Okay. Okay, so you guys can answer these questions. That'd be great.
Do you feel the recommended actors are suitable, and if not, why?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I like the way you played, and like, since he's not going to be able to be seen, like the way you use Daniel Craig as.
Sorry, who's Daniel Craig playing? Which out of those two people then with the
No, the guy with the mask.
Okay.
Mr. P, the like the head.
Okay.
I chose it because it was like his like menacing voice and stuff.
Cause I like the way you use it, because it's like we wouldn't really expect it, because Daniel Craig is known for like playing the hero in like James Bond films and all that.
Yeah.
So using him as a villain in the film was like would be a nice twist on it.
I think making the Alex Esmail as the actor is good too, just because like that Attack the Block is an English film too, and he can really improvise if need be.
Alright, was Mr. P intimidating enough as a villain? I know that wasn't a lot shown, but
Yeah, I think he looked pretty bad.
is the budget realistic considering the size and the genre of the film?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because to be fair, like, Daniel Craig was like, he's an A-list actor, so it's quite expensive, so. I mean, you said the budget was $1 million, so like a huge chunk of that would have to go to him just because
Yeah.
of his,
Did you feel the background music fitted with the scenes?
yeah. It was, like,
feel
I
like-
like the music used for the chase scene.
When the bag drops,
Dropped in the music. I
it's
feel like it should have like faded out or like
yeah,
done so.
or maybe just like a quiet overtone of just like them talking.
Yeah,
with the
it
music.
just like they just stopped. It was like,
Did you feel the release date was appropriate?
yeah, I think it was alright.
Yeah, it's not really much you can do for that. So yeah, I mean it's basically just like
Yeah.
any other day really.
Because any other day, like we would have.
With like an actual sports event, or if it was like a Christmas film, you could advertise it
that's
around
just
like
like
Christmas. But
And
it's just that.
last question, did you like the cinematography within my production?
Yeah, I think we shot really well.
Yeah.
You didn't.
Yeah, and Gimbal was like.
Yeah, I think the gimbal looked great.
Yeah.
Looked really good. Do you enjoy using it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, right. So I've got some questions. But really good to start with. I love the pilot. I thought it was really good. Again, to add what Kenny and Whit said, the music was great. How it kind of, as the bag dropped, the music stopped. The audio could have been better.
Yeah, we're
But-
still working on that, that's why.
That's fine, but you can ADR that in post-production and re-record it.
That's what, Whit's line in the second bit, and they were re-recorded.
Hmm.
That's why it sounded a bit weird.
Okay, cool. Right, some of my issues then.
Yeah.
Daniel Craig. As Kenny said, him playing a bad guy would be quite good because it's something he hasn't really done before. But paying him £1 million is not going to cut it. He's getting paid 100 million for the new Bond film.
Is it?
So whose production is he going to work on? Yours or James Bond?
Yeah.
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 And also he's filming James Bond at the minute and it takes like 3 or 4 years to do.
Oh.
So I would, in your review, just kind of suggest maybe somebody else
Okay.
who's a little bit more attainable. It would be great to have him attached to the film, but maybe I think you could get like 3 lesser known but still good actors for the same price,
Yeah.
rather than one big star.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. P doesn't really need to be a big actor. He's like in a mask the whole
Yeah,
time, so that's fine. But I think they could both be unknown. It could be a completely stylistic film, and it's a debut for everyone, and could do really well.
Alright.
So just take that into consideration. I love the title, County Lines. I think it looks great, and your title design's good. And I love like the kind of brutality of it, just getting shot in the face. I think that'd be really good.
Yeah.
And it kind of reminds me of something a bit like Lock, Stock, particularly with your music you used and how you've used actions to stop the music. I think that's a Guy Ritchie film would be something you could get inspiration from, definitely. So your special effects department is going to need to be good to get these kind of effects done well. CGI I just don't think will cut it for this. So in the car crash scene, it's quite tragic actually. How old is he when this happens?
I think it's like maybe like 10, 11.
Okay, so he doesn't really remember it vividly. He just remembers the whole situation and the aftermath.
And that like causes him to like go downhill.
I think we should see it.
This is it, yeah.
Like maybe the opening scene is the family going on holiday, and then they're just driving along, and suddenly bang, and then that cuts to the title
It
sequence.
could just be flashbacks, like Baby Driver.
Yeah.
Get some flashbacks every now and then.
Yeah, I think we should definitely see it,
This is it, okay.
and then we can put ourselves in his position and what he's gone through. you know, and why is he like he is? Why has he been kicked out of school? Why is he, you know, a menace? Why has he turned to this life?
Yeah, like our first few scenes, you know, where he shows this character, like, maybe you can have like a voiceover in the background of him talking about his past.
I think it's very important for him to be a redeemable character.
Yeah.
We need to like him in some way. At the minute, he's just a drug dealer. He's really annoying. He's just a really, you know, drain on society as such.
Yeah.
So what can we do to make him redeemable? I think, like you said, he should go to the county lines in Swindon,
Yeah.
work for Mr. P, but maybe he saves somebody. Maybe he meets like a junkie or a drug dealer that he just really doesn't want to sell drugs to and wants to help. Like maybe a mother with a young child, and he's like, I just can't do this.
Okay.
And maybe helps her.
Helps her.
Mr. P hears about this and is like, what the hell are you doing? You're supposed to be selling drugs for me, not helping people, and is after him.
Yeah.
And then he redeems himself by saving the woman,
Yeah.
and also maybe getting Mr. P arrested or killing Mr. P
Yeah.
to save the woman.
So, yeah.
I think that would be a story where then the character started off bad. Well, he was good to
Yeah,
start with,
then went bad.
gone bad, and then he's slowly redeeming himself.
Yeah.
So we can forgive him for what he's been doing.
Yeah.
I think that would be really good, and I think Mr. P, you could reveal Mr. P. I think that would be great to do, like him take the balaclava off. Who is he?
Yeah.
And I think maybe this is too far fetched. Maybe no, not that. Maybe Mr.